Ready?
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready? 95, 56. 51, come on. Oh, you got deep? Switch it.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Kill. He's coming. Federal West. He's coming. Double up. Kill.
On second down, a run with Lindsay. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the gun, it's Breeze. He uncorks it for Snead. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things that I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll run for the first time with Hill. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll go with Hill here on 1st down. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 1st down gains. On 2nd down, it's Hill. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Mahomes going to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10.
11. Hey, 50's the most. Delta.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll find Lindsey here. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 2 at the 30-yard line.
Ready. 5-9. Mike is 50. Check right 50. Hey, let's get this. 21. 5. Come on, baby.
Now Breeze. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the Chiefs' 44-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, Pete.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
Ready. 95-56.
From the 44, Breeze. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Hey, easy. 51. Mike, 51. Mike.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Mahomes firing complete. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
You ain't doing nothing today.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
Think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches have given him, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
Let's go. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Breeze. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Emmanuel Ogbah able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Mike 50, Mike. Opposite. Hey, wahoo.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Now a 1st down carry. It's Hill. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Being chased out left. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Go, go, go. Here we go, here we go. Staying open. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Hey, keep it up. 5-1. Tonight.
On second and a couple. Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry. Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well. I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense. He's got his tight end fan. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. The best multitasker in the business, the coach. A gain of 3, 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
13. Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. Hey, let's get to 31st.
Here's Breeze to throw. Sutton drilling it in on the left side. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Ready.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check 52.
A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. He was brought down by Michael Davis. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Breeze. This will be caught inside the 10. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7.
Check, check, check.
They fake the give. Here's Breeze. Rolling to his, diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead. Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation. Or go 4 verticals because why not? Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On third and long, it's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, it should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
And it's fielded at the 34. A good return there, 17 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Switch. Hey, alert 3. Sammy.
They'll run on 1st down. Lindsey. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. And there to get him down defensively, Brian Allen. To throw on 2nd and 6. Breeze. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple moves.
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Emmanuel Agba in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Brian Anger now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. And he slings one that's incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for KC. 49 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go!
Working from the gun, Mahomes looking for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Mecole Hardman with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
At the 21-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Sammy!
Now Breeze. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
To throw is Breeze. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
You got him!
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Again, it's Breeze. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down. Breeze now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10.
Mike 51. Hey, Haywood. Man out. Hey, Mike 51.
Now Breeze again. Open man, it's Keith Kirkwood. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
You ready?
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Get that quarterback. 36.
Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Here we go.
It's a gain of 6. First down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. We're back now in KC. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Kill.
On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
At the 12-yard line.
Breeze going to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
And with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame him for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame him one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
Yo,
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But, yeah, but to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is. I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to have to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down now, it's Hill, and he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
It's 2nd down and 10.
From the gun, a run for Hill. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead.
15. Right here. Kill.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. He's got his man. That's Hardman. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Mahomes now to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Yellow.
Mahomes now on 1st down. The quick slant caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
This fielded at the 2. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that. Super toe.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and 7, Breeze on the run. He'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is Breeze. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Kill. Smoke.
Breeze now to throw. Left side here, that's the tight end, Fant. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now it's Lindsey. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 3. First down.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Brian Allen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback.
Oh, wide open, complete. 20, 10, 5. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Butker on for the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Kill.
Now Breeze. Out to his left. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. He was looking to go back to Sutton there, but it'll be 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now Breeze. Screen pass to Lindsey. Well, now Lindsey lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 20, 10, 5, and that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Kansas City, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.